All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Lady. Today, I'm going to do a media review and I'm going to do it on Thursday. That's because I had the one that I wanted to drop yesterday. That one was big. And I wanted to drop this one as well. And plus, it fits because this album came out on Tuesday and it don't make no sense to review an album after one day. It ain't really sat with you at all at that point. But I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to just say this. I'm going to move on to this. I just checked my stats. I don't do this often. I try not to think about the stats on my podcast, on how many listeners I got. Lord knows the way that I like to just drop episodes and then disappear off the face of the earth at a time, like for just weeks at a time. Doesn't help with those stats. I have 29 people who follow this podcast. To those 29 people, whoever you are, wherever you are, wherever you're at in the world, because I know not all of you can be people that I know. I know there's probably at least one of the people that are watching or listening outside of the country who just decided to click the follow. I want to say I appreciate the fuck out of you. Hope y'all can hear me over the noise from the outside. It's a nice day, so I got the window open while I'm doing this. I appreciate you all so much. You make such a huge difference. I've had a little under 1,300 plays on my stuff altogether, like 1,287 last time I checked. I average about 10 people per episode, or at least that's my audience size. These are all demographics that are just crazy to just look at, because it's like, how the hell are this many people even interested in what I have to say? But I appreciate you all. Now, with all that sentimental shit out of the way, let's talk about today's topic. Young Nudy, rapper from Atlanta, cousin to 21 Savage. In my honest and humble opinion, he's the more interesting of the two. No disrespect to Savage, by the way, when I say that. Savage is about his money and about his business. He do shit the safe way. Nudy, I feel like, has a tendency to be more interesting with his music. But we talking about Nudy. He just dropped an album. It's called Gumbo. Literally every song on the album has a food name. And I don't really understand the theme he was going for when it comes to that, because the songs aren't really about food. They're not necessarily connected to that, but the shit is hard. So let's take a little break. I'm gonna let you listen to a couple of words from our sponsors, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all should go and check this album out right now. Now, the first thing I can tell you about this album, that shit starts off hard. First song on the album goes by the name of Brussels Sprout. I thought it was Portobello, but I was actually wrong. That's the name of my favorite song on the album. But yeah, he starts off with literally, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's Brussels Sprout, Pancake, Portobello, Pot Roast. The only song on here that doesn't have a obvious food name is MRE. I don't know what the fuck MRE stands for, but it's the only one. Other than that, this shit is all food. I'm getting hungry just looking at some of these names. Like I said, there's no real, if there is, I haven't been listening. I didn't listen hard enough to sort of catch it, and that's maybe the downside of doing reviews this early, not letting the shit really sit and going back. But there's no real obvious theme that stood out to me, aside from the fact that like the cover just has a whole bunch of food on it and shit. Either way, shit hard. It's not to take anything away from this album. This album is honestly one of the hardest pieces of work he's come out with in a while for me. I'm a fan of Nudy, but he doesn't always like have stuff that I'm like, hey, I need to review this, or I just need to tell motherfuckers he just dropped this. That's just me personally. Like, Rich Shooter was a good album that I fucked with. Slimeer, Dr. Evil. I could have reviewed Rich Shooter. I just didn't. I just didn't fuck around and get to it. That's just sort of, I'm a Nudy fan, but I'm not necessarily the biggest Nudy fan, if that makes sense. But he did his thing on this. It's a little sort of towards the middle part. I don't know what's necessarily I would call the start of it. It's a couple songs like once we get towards that real middle section where it's the quality just sort of dips a little bit, but it does pick back up towards the ending. Fish and Chips was another song that was just amazing to me. Passion Fruit was a strong ass ending. Even Shrimp, and even the song with 21, Peaches and Eggplants, it's not necessarily bad. It's just certain songs where it's like, what are you doing? Where it's like, that's not necessarily his strong suit, is what he's trying to do. But that's one thing I like. That's what, like I said about Nudy. He takes chances and he does stuff that you wouldn't necessarily expect a rapper that sound like him or that has his sort of reputation or persona to go. Like Brussels sprout, all the other shit. Of course, that's Nudy. That's hard. You come in, he doing what he doing. Peaches and eggplant. It's not necessarily a lady song, but it sort of feels like that's a song that was more geared for them. And 21 does his thing on the song too. It's like 21 is the best guest feature on it. Wasn't too many. It was just him and Keegalot. Keegalot did his thing too, so I can't even say it like that. But yeah, Passion Fruit. That's another song where it's like, it's weird. It's some songs where it's like he really just knocks out of the park when he just experiments, and then there's other ones where it's like, bro, you shouldn't necessarily try this again. But he does a good job on this, all things considered. This is a hard project. If I gotta give this a score on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the fucking way Ohio is handling the whole fucking Palestine, Ohio situation, 10 being, The Last of Us TV series. Well, not The Last of Us TV series, the video game. I'd probably have to, I'm gonna give this a 7. I'm gonna give this a solid 7. It's a good album. It's solid. I didn't like it more than I liked his last project that I listened to in full, but it's a good, solid project from him. I think everybody should go check it out. It's got some real smooth shit that you could just play and you could just cruise to. Like Nudy isn't that type of artist to where you really. Actually, I feel like his music is like that a lot of times. It's just he's not the artist you would expect for that. It's weird. The smoothness of his music doesn't match his persona or the way he carries himself. But yeah, go and check this shit out. I got nothing bad to say about it. Solid 7 out of 10 album. Nudy did his thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been listening to the show from day one, I think you already know about Body Butter. One of the dopest products made by one of the dopest people I know, and I know a lot of dope ass people, and I just came here to tell y'all, you'll need to buy it if you haven't already. Yes, when I first started promoting it, Body Butter just had a couple of scents, couple of sort of more female-oriented scents. I'm here to tell you right now, shit's not the same anymore. She's got a whole bunch more men's scents. She's got a whole bunch of different collections that she's either working on or she's got out right now. I'm telling you right now, get in tune, stop sleeping. Make sure you go and check out her over at Instagram at Body Butter. That is butter with two A's at the end of it. Just go check this shit out. This shit keeps my skin silky smooth. I don't have to do too much. It will last you a good long fucking minute. It's everything that you need in a better Vaseline and a better lotion type of product. Stop sleeping. Go get you some Body Butter right now. Go make sure you follow her again over at Body Butter on Instagram. That's Body, BODY, BUTTAA. Make sure you go check her out. And once you DM her about your order, just make sure you say, Germ sent you. Everyone, those are my thoughts on Young Nudy's new album, Gumbo. Like I said before, if I had to give it a scale of 1 to 10 rating, I'm going to go with a 7. The favorite song on it is Portobello. I think it's got some real good production on this shit. It's some real shit you could just sit there and vibe out to, chill after a long day of work, that type of music. But it's still got that hard edge to it, so you can play it in the gym as well. It's just good. It's exactly what Nudy's good at. Comes through with another impressive project. If you haven't listened to it yet, go check it out. Shit is already out on Spotify, wherever the fuck you want to go and you need to go and listen to it from. But go check it out. That was my opinion. That's Young Nudy's new album. Go check it out. Make sure you go and check out all the people that I have listed, the sponsors in the description and everything. Make sure you just go check everything out, man. Go check out the content. Go check out the things that are being offered to you. I want to say a big thank you to all of my listeners, subscribers, the people who like and follow, subscribe, do all that good shit. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, have a good rest of your day.